Right, morning ladies and gents, just a quick one. This is an answer to Paul Frost Pepper. Just want to see what your sleep system is. I'm here at the Suffolk Bushcraft meet and trying out my 4x4 tarp. Basically I just want one tarp that I can do lots of different things with. If I get a chance I'll show you what David Fry's has done with his, because he's turned his into a teepee. I just need the time to get out and do a lot of practicing. But yeah, I've kept it pretty simple today. Bergen, water. I bought the jet ball for a quick brew in the brew kit. Got the American MS sleeping bag with just a black bag inside of it. I have to have a bivvy bag that's got a zip up and down the side. And just for the floor, and I had a cracking 8 hours undisturbed sleep on this last night, and it was pretty cold last night. That's soon to be replaced, but that's just a pound shop. It's always in the bottom of my Bergen, so it's ever so handy before I start slating it. Sort of sheet at the bottom. I'm going to replace that with IPK soon. Bit of silver foil stuff. So it's only there, and I made that a sort of sleep mat roll with some cheap sleep mat, and inside I've just put some Goodora nylon on it. Got my snug pack Bergen. The only other thing of note, which I made, is what I would just call my boot bag, where I put all my clothes that I take off at night, and that's rolled up, and that became my pillow underneath there yesterday. Kept it nice and simple, nothing flash and nothing fancy. I'm not going to be doing a lot of filming here because it's not really, I'm here to do bushcrafting rather than sort of YouTube films. So but that's one look at my sleep system that I'm using here on this particular day, mate. I've got a hammock, I'll try and get that set up, but obviously, Paul, as you know, I don't sort of do like VRs or competitions, mate, so it's just a little look. I'll take this as you've asked the question and I've answered it, mate, because I don't, join the competitions, if that makes sense, the subs. But congratulations on the sub, mate. I'm sure you're going to be going from strength to strength on that, especially with all the good work you're doing with all the meets down at Forestine, because it gives the people down that side of the country another meeting point. Again, where we see Barry's. I'm not going to poke around in other people's setups here, because it's it's not sort of, well, not everybody wants to be on YouTube, and that's always respected. Obviously, if I'm on your man, I obey your sort of rules, or I say rules, it's not rules. It's just that some people like a bit of privacy. Ooh. And now I'll just walk you around. Let's see over there, the shelter there. It is a bit smoky at the moment. Just had some bacon rolls. There's a grill over there. So yeah, a little bit so you can actually see it. I can see the fire going. Sitting there this morning, getting out the old breakfasts. And there's Big Martin, the big fella. He had a hammock sleep last night, and he said he got on alright with it. Yeah. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm just doing this one, well, part of the weekend, but Paul Frost Pepper, mate, that's just my simplest, and I like to keep things nice and simple, don't need to be fresh and fancy. I've come out in that, and that's about the fourth time I've used that bag last night. When I've been sleeping out all over the winter, and I'm quite taken by that, yeah. May at some point get myself an Arctic sleeping bag, but I don't know it's going to be any better than the black bag. Also has the green bag, and I have that, but just never needed to put it in because it's just not been that cold. Though I'm a fairly hot sleeper. The only other thing I think it was good, there wasn't no frost last night. Had it been, the old that's try and get me well, I'm calling it a boot bag for want of a better thing. That's the top end of a Gore-Tex bivvy. The other half of that bivvy is in the bag as a stuff sack with a draw cord around the top, which I've done a video of, mate. And I got that one quite cheaply, so that was 2 for 1 there, and I'm quite chuffed with that, because everything I take off, everything I want waterproofed, it goes in that, and that then becomes my pillow. And obviously there's my little rubbish bag. Okay, we have a little view from the other side, and yeah, just totally impressed with this camouflage. And it's not a camouflage that I use, so I'm quite happy with this. It wouldn't take me very much to actually blend this right in, so you'd almost be on top of it. I'm not talking about using any camouflage yet, so I'm just talking about what you blend it into whatever surroundings is around you. But yeah, totally impressed with this camouflage. This is the other side. What I've done now, I'm not going to do a boring A-frame because I'm doing a little bit of an experiment. First time for me using what I will call, forget the trade name for it, a grippy tarp clip. It's a green one, a little bit of paracord just to pull that out. Now in very, very inclement weather, if I've actually got to live and work underneath a tarp, for me, if I'm not doing an A-frame, which is quite restrictive, I've only got the opening on two sides. But yeah, this is one I've I'm doing a little trigging about with it in the various ways you can put a tarp up. But yeah, this is one that I'm just playing about with, and this is the first time I've tried to do what I will say a diamond shaped tarp, and yeah, quite impressed with that. My feet that side all the way, I mean the Bergen and so forth are gonna provide me with a bit of cover. Late at night when I'm going to sleep, that would be stretched out a lot more towards there and drop down the lower, just giving me a less of an opening. Obviously I'm not disturbed at the underneath too much because I'm not sleeping under there tonight, but I'm quite impressed with this setup of a basher, lightweight basher, and I'm incredibly happy that I've got this for a cracking little deal. I don't think anybody else has videoed on it, but just short of £20, and quite rare to get a UK seller selling them. I'll come in so you can see the I think it's United States Marine Corps marper, and I'm going to say this, I used to work with on a few times, a bit of a police work with the United States Marines. They buy their kit, it's independent to what the Air Force buy, the Army buy, and yeah, the United States Marine Corps, they got a good purchasing commission because the stuff that they have as Marines is, well, I think I'll use somebody else's terminology, bomb proof. So that's one bungee, bit of paracord, a tarp grip, some I've used one of them, it's working, and 3 tent pegs. I've used metal tent pegs, but even if I did have them, it wouldn't take a few seconds to knock up some wooden ones. But that's just one example of another little tarp I bought, and just to prove that I'm not anti-camouflage, I would love to be able to get this material on a roll. I would make all my tarps out of it. In fact, I'll make everything out of it, because even just looking at it now, and I'm just looking over, you know, so you're not actually directly looking at it, it just doesn't jump at you. If that was a green tarp or a brown tarp, it would, because it would be a solid block of colour. All I really need to do with that is just to blend in some of them sharp angles, and that's not very hard to do.
I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil shall be me sergeant.